Hello, everybody. And hello, Red. I got you some dragon eggshell fragments. Not bad. Yeah, today's been a bit of a long day, so I'm just really wanting to relax and just kind of turn my brain off a bit and just draw. I mean, I can't fully turn my brain off because at least I'm pretty sure I can't do that while drawing. At least not right now I can't. Yeah, maybe in the future. But yeah, right now I just want to just sit down, relax, and draw. Alright, so let's head to the art. Alright. Okay. So yeah. Okay, now I remember. Right now I'm just drawing I'm drawing everything that isn't already a black line. That's what I'm doing. Because I'll get to the other stuff after I've at least drawn this so I can draw in the changes. And not get confused by which blue line should I follow. That's what I was doing. Okay. You know, I'm honestly thinking for this, maybe final step, I literally just break out the circle tool to do this. Because otherwise, it's just always gonna annoy me how it's not, perfectly set. I mean, I know I don't have to. It does not need to be perfect, because all this is just, here are the big important parts of this outfit design. It, doesn't have to follow it exactly. It can get tweaked to better fit the image I'm drawing it in. Or wherever it's gonna get used, but... Well, no matter what, I don't worry about it right now. Okay. Actually, wait. Where do I have the... Okay, yeah, there's the hair. Okay. I kind of forgot which layer was the second draft hair. Okay. Okay, I'll do the hair, not right now. That'll be later. Alright. Okay. Looking good. That's... Okay, wait, no. Okay, that looks better. And then just flip the canvas, because I don't want to try and draw this curve going the other way, because I probably will not have fun doing that. Alright. Okay. Got those done. Yeah, gotta go like that a bit. Okay, actually, yeah, that feels like a good amount of curve for that part. Smooth that out. Alright, good there. Okay, you know, honestly, I do think I got at least this part in a good middle part of the body. Doesn't look too off. It's still not perfectly balanced, but honestly, I think the only way I could, like, kind of get that... Oh, okay, no, that's why. These parts are... Okay, that explains them. That explains quite a bit. No wonder it's looking weird. Like, they're not actually properly meeting up, like, below there. Well, thank you, Red. And, I mean, honestly, probably part of this is just, like, a tendency for me. Like, I can see everything here, and I can just see all the parts where I couldn't get it exactly how I wanted it, so it's... Like, it's just the usual thing. It's a lot easier for you to notice your own mess ups in something you're working on than for someone else to notice. Just that usual thing. Okay, that looks better. That looks like they're actually in line. Okay, yeah. Alright. Okay. Okay. Good. Got like a... You know, something I tend to do when I'm a bit bored and I haven't really moved that much is, I mean, like you've probably been able to hear it. It's like pop my knuckles and joints. And one of them that I like to do is my neck. Except recently I haven't really been able to pop it by kind of twisting it to the left. Because I can feel like a muscle on the back of my neck kind of like get a bit sore when I try doing that. I can't really go further enough to actually make it pop. Oh, and thank you for that, Red. Genuinely. Yeah, no, it's just something that been happening recently. Yeah, it's really annoying. I don't really know why that part is so sore. Like, the right side of my neck, perfectly fine. I can just twist my head far enough to get a little pop. Ew. Oh, okay, I'll try. It's definitely something that's kind of gotten more just like a unconscious habit. I'll try and stop, but like I said, it's a bit unconscious at this point. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I try and force it when I feel that, but it's just something, like I said, I don't really consciously do it. I just get bored and just kind of move my head around. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm grabbing my head and twisting it. I'm just, like, moving my head, like, to left and right. And, I mean, it only really happens when I don't, like, move my head a lot. Like, as long as I just keep kind of moving, like, I mean, when I say move, I basically just kind of, like, roll my head around my neck. You kind of, like, just doing a, like, roll around. Basically, if I do that, it stays limber enough that I don't really get much, like, joint pops. Yeah, that a heating pad could help. Yeah, I mean, I haven't had to use a heating pad in like a few years. Like, last time I had to use one was back when I was up in Connecticut during COVID. Basically, one day I was out and about getting groceries and stuff, and like I was leaning over to get the groceries out of my car, and then my back just started like really hurting, like right in the small of my back. I had no idea what had happened there. But yeah, it was hurting bad enough that I was just like, okay, I think the best thing I can do is just get a heating pad to at least just like get something on there. And it did help, but oof, it just came out of nowhere for that. Like, just really mean. Yeah, I think it looks better kind of like without what I drew, it feels like the corners are a bit too flat. So I feel like just kind of stretching it out a bit helps. You need to be curved a bit. Like, I do need to have a little bit of a curve there. Yeah, no, this one is definitely wider up here. Wow. Okay, yeah, something like that feels right. I mean, it's not even that his arm is wider, it's just like, you know, one arm, the armor is a bit bigger. Okay. It's gonna go like that. Okay, actually, I feel like that looks better. Close, but it's not really a curve down there, it's more a corner. No. Okay, that's better. I mean, again, no matter what, these are definitely going to get, like, touched up and get synchronized. I mean that's close to what I'm going to say, but they're going to be touched up to be, like, more similar in shape and size. But that is definitely a thing for later. And it doesn't help that one of the arms is actually a bit, like, this arm actually ends up being a bit longer than this one. But again, that can be sorted out by, like, just redesigning the gauntlet and then just, like, actually just using that. Yeah, I mean, because that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm just going to redesign the gauntlet off to the side to actually get, like, one size for it. Then just figure out, like, how to pretty much... Well, actually, I can use it based off where the hands are. The hands are about equal on level for the... Yeah, if I base on where the hands are, then I can get a just consistent size and shape. And I've already figured out how to, like, basically select a few lines and actually just have it flip them horizontally. So I can do that. Okay. Well, for now, time to focus on the legs. And at the very least with the legs, yeah, they're at least both the same length. So that part's gonna be, like, easier to work with. And also with the feet kind of being at different angles, I could pretty much just ignore any weirdness by just basically going like, yeah, that's because the legs aren't exactly, like, in line with each other. You can't really do it with how the arms are. And I'd like to reiterate that I'm really only doing this just to get myself to accept, like, okay, it's good. Like, all of that reasoning, all of that explanation, that is solely to convince my brain to just be like, okay, we can move on from this. Because my brain be stupid sometimes. A lot of times, honestly. And don't want to forget this before I move on to the legs. Yeah, you understand, Red. Sometimes you just gotta do a few unnecessary steps just to get your brain to stop complaining about it. Okay. Okay. Well, thankfully today at work there wasn't really anything super annoying or stupid to deal with. Just general work stuff. Yeah, of course that doesn't mean it was like smooth sailing outside of work. Ew, okay, yeah, that definitely sounds like overtime, like brain overtime there, Red. Yeah, seriously, how would you make it bend to the corner? But, so... Okay, I guess I should just say this now and, like, get it over with. So, the job I had mentioned to you guys before, the one that I felt like, oh yeah, this one's gonna be real good and, like, I'll finally be able to quit my other job, I'll be able to, like, I won't have to worry about dipping into my savings for my monthly expenses. That kind of stuff. Like, mentioned it a few times in like the last week's streams. Well, found out yesterday that it was a scam. They tricked me by using an actual legitimate company's, like, actual legitimate company for the name, address, and all that. So when I went to look up the company, I actually found a legitimate company, which let me think, okay, so this is a legitimate job offer. But yeah, as soon as we started trying to go through the onboarding process, scammer tried to send me a image of a check for nearly $5,000 to to deposit mobily. Which, yeah, was pretty big, just pretty big alarms going off for, okay, yeah, no, this is a scam. I was just hoping that they had a strange onboarding process when I was looking at when I first got the email, but nope, it was a scam. Yeah. So that's like, that's not happening. And today during work, I heard back from the other company I had an interview with, and it was for a IT support position. They went with somebody else. So yeah, I'm back to the starting point. Square zero, point zero, however you want to call it. Honestly, I don't even know how I want to call it. But yeah, I'm back there. But I'm not gonna let this stop me. I'm just going to have to like kind of charge myself up over the weekend to get back everything with just like some full energy. Because it definitely drained a lot out of me to have like both of that happen so close back to back. But I'm not going to stop here. I will get a better paying job in my field. I will improve. And I will make a better life for myself. And thanks, Red. Okay. Looking clean so far. But yeah, just today I just want to relax after work, decompress a bit. Yeah, I'm not free of the old job hunting grind yet. God, I wish I was, though. Thanks, Red. Okay, that looks good. Okay, I just realized these probably, like, they're not exactly aligned properly. Because I have them kind of, like, horizontally parallel, like, well, parallel like this, but they should probably be a bit tilted. Because, obviously, the boots at a bit of an angle. Again, that's going to be something I work on when I actually like get around to just touching up all of this. So just not something important for now, but something for later. Okay, I feel like I actually have the like this side's pretty equal on both of them. It's just this part that's a bit bigger on here. Which, okay, that's nice. And I kind of want it a bit more like, yeah, like that. That's better. Although I just realized that if I'm going to like do that little setup of like just draw like one PC armor and then just kind of like flip it horizontally so it's like both sides can be symmetrical, at least for the armor. That'll work for the gauntlets, but I'm not sure about the well, for the boots I can just do like instead of the shoe part I can just have like the leg part. That could work. Again, it's something I'll figure out when I get to it. Stick out a bit like that. Okay, that looks better. Okay. So I think... Okay, yeah, I have the... Alright, second draft is done. Which means now I can turn this blue. Alright. Oh, and then get off layer 15. I need to go back to the draft layer. You know, for so many of the pieces of the armor, I just keep thinking to myself, damn, I really wish I knew how to model in Blender, because like that'd probably make it so much easier for me to just figure out like, okay, but how is this gonna look from this specific angle if I could do that? But then I'd have to learn how to use Blender and all that, and that's... Like, I'm already learning how to do something else, and I don't think I have enough time to learn how to use Blender good enough to do what I want to do with it. I think I only messed with Blender like once during college. Like, I can't even really remember what I like used it for. Like, I just have the general idea that, oh yeah, I've used Blender before for like one thing. But beyond that, I have no idea. Like I said, I don't even know what the one thing was. I just remember having Blender on my laptop in college. You know, I can't remember. Is Blender, like, is there a free version of Blender? Because now that I'm thinking about it, I do kind of just... Like, I kind of want to just mess around with it. I don't think it would help me here, but... Like, yeah, it's just now that it's in my head, I kind of want to just... like, go in there and not even make anything complicated, just make like basic shapes. Okay, now to the other hand. There we go. Okay, that was not where the scroll bar was on there. Okay, I'm definitely gonna need to clean up a few lines. But honestly, the few lines I'm gonna have to clean up are just like small little touches. And you know, the helmet definitely needs to be touched up. God, the shift just always gets to me when I'm doing it here. And again, the face details, I don't mind that those shift a bit when I flip it horizontal. It's just the helmet. It was hard to notice how lopsided it was when I was looking at it the original way, but when I flip it, I can just tell, oh yeah, no, that is lopsided. Yeah, don't have the eyebrows out, but I feel like this. Yeah, yeah, the facial details this time, even without the eyebrows, still look nice. Although I guess I'll see that once I hide layer 15 after this. Okay. Oh yeah, still need to do the hair. But yeah, no, those eyes look so much better. Although, oops. Okay. Made this one a bit too big there. Actually, okay, let's just re-draw that one. Maybe make it go a bit more down like that. Although, also part of it is that this just... Yeah, that part just did not turn out well. Okay, that's better. Okay, better. Oh yeah, I forgot I did on layer 14. Forgot about that. Because I did modify the hair. Okay. Like obviously when I get to the coloring, like when I actually get to coloring it, most of like these little flame parts, like as the hair is pretty much just going to be actual fire. So for most of these little like licks of flame, they're not going to be as solid as they're appearing here. Like I'm gonna have actual like parts of the flame just kind of like be. Again, it's not gonna be a solid piece. It is gonna look like there's just like little licks of flame just kind of coming off and dissipating. Because I feel like that would look pretty cool. But for now, I basically have them solid just so I know like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have it be like that here. You're gonna wanna go over here for a bit. Dang, I was having such a good flow there and then I messed it up. Yeah. Yeah, I keep forgetting when I do the horizontal flip that I'm not exactly at the center of the canvas. Yeah, honestly, it's probably gonna be a lot more fun to just like make these with color instead of drawing out an outline for them. Because I did find I've got a nice like flame making tutorial bookmarked on Twitter, which it's not exactly like the most complex tutorial, but it does seem like it'd be like pretty easy to like implement here. Okay. Alright. That is looking pretty good. I mean, again, still need to, like, rework the armor pieces so they actually match. I mean, honestly, it's just the head, the gauntlets, and the boots. Oh, I completely missed... Oh, wow. That... Okay, how did I miss that? Completely forgot, like, to entirely draw, like, one part of the boot. Okay, that's a bit... Phew. But, okay. And also, yeah, I kind of have this part turning up a bit. Not that much, but like that, and then okay, yeah, that works. There we go. Okay, actually looking at this part, I feel like it would work better if it's it's a bit more like the other side. Not because I want it to be symmetrical, but because then there's a bit more space between the strand of hair and, oh, a bit more space between the hair and the, like, shoulder shield. Actually, thinking about it, I should be making that change on this layer. Okay, I like that one. It gives a good amount of space between the hair and the shield. All right. Okay. Okay, gotta make sure you're connected here. that works. Okay. So yeah, just got to touch up the helmet, gauntlets, and the boot part of the legs. And yeah, that's honestly just more, and even doing all that is just so they're at least similar size and have everything kind of oriented the right way. This should be a bit more like that. Okay. So maybe actually have this part go here like that, and then just kind of slowly just a little bit carve out this part. All right. Well, also right now I'm just thinking about how much easier the back view and side view are going to be once I get everything sorted out on this front view. At the very least, back view will be like fairly simple to do. I mean, pretty much everything other than the feet, I could pretty much just like take this draft, like flip it horizontally, like basically make a copy of this, flip it horizontally, and then just don't like draw in the details that are going to be hidden. Like stuff that will be hidden by the hair, don't worry about drawing that. Obviously, don't draw the shoes because I don't want to like have my feet on backwards. And then I just don't draw anything for the like face part of the helmet. But yeah, I mean, those parts should be a bit easier just because I'm not going to be like having to come up with so much stuff and actually like tweak it and work it out to figure out like how I want it to look. So yeah, that'll be nice. So, well, before I forget, let's save that. And coloring is definitely, like, getting the colors is going to be interesting. Like, I honestly don't think I should worry too much about shading. For this, because it is just a basic... Yes, it's just a basic ref. All I need are just like some... just basic flat colors. Don't need to get too fancy on the, like, reference. Okay. But yeah, this third draft is looking pretty nice. Okay. No, redo that. Okay. Okay. We'll start with the helmet for the tweaks. Okay. Let's just give this one a name so I don't get confused when I come back to this after doing other stuff. So this would be the armor layer. Okay, rename that because I mistyped armor. Emperor. Oh. Okay, that is a bit confusing to look at, Clip Studio, but alright. Your font makes it look like if an R is next to an M, it's just adding another hump to the M. It looks weird. But that's like a font issue. And, well, actually, it might still be a font issue, but I think it might be more of a kerning issue for the font. Because if I remember right, kerning is like the letter spacing in fonts. It was the spacing between. Okay. Okay, so kerning is for specific specific letter pairs. Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. Well, more you know. Well, more you learn, I mean. Yeah, I mean, I still think the kerning between R and M needs to be adjusted. Oh yeah, I didn't even realize that you can just see it on like the normals. Or just normal layers, since they have the 100% normal, you can just see it there. Alright. Well, it's 7, so I'll be ending the stream here. And after this, I'm gonna get ready to go to bed so I can wake up early for work tomorrow, and I'm gonna hug my cat. Because today's been a bit of a heavy day, and this did help me relax, but I definitely just want to hug Penny some more. As long as she lets me hug her. Yeah, sometimes she doesn't like it when I try and when I try and do a hug. I mean, honestly, it's just gonna depend on what she wants to be doing at the time. I mean, if I get lucky, she might just, like, start climbing on me, and then I can hug her there, and she's not gonna worry too much, because, I mean, she's already climbing on me. And thank you for being here, Red. And again, thank you for, like, helping me figure out the scam yesterday. I really appreciate you for that. But, alright. Okay. Where are we going to raid to? You know what, heck, after this I might, like, actually look up if there's, like, a free version of Blender. Like, why not? Because, I mean, I feel like Blender will at least have a free and a paid version. Like, honestly, it could just be something I mess around with. When I got some time. And again, it might actually help me figure out a few things. Like, if I could just make a 3D model of some of this stuff, it could help. Again, it's something I'm just gonna mess around with for now. But, alright, I think... well, right now Nirikata's on. It's been a while since they've been able to stream, so... yeah, let's just raid into them. Right now they're playing the Outlast Trials with some friends. Alright. I'll start the raid now. Alright, so... for everyone who stopped by, whether you lurked, whether you chatted, thank you. Always appreciate having you guys here. So for tomorrow's stream, it's going to be more of Mega Man Star Force. We're going to be going into space for the, well, final dungeon of the main story. So that's going to be fun. And it'll be starting at 5:30 p.m. EST like usual. Alright. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, noon, afternoon, evening, day, night, wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever time zone you're in. I hope you have a wonderful time of it, and I hope I'll see you again tomorrow. Let's raid. Alright, and for the YouTube side of things, I'll be ending here. I hope to see you guys tomorrow as well. Goodbye.